ये पार्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है रिकॉर्ड करना ऑब्वियसली.
So, hi everyone, let's commence our session for today. Today's session will be conducted by Abhishek Pandey. He is a LinkedIn strategist, and content writer, content creator on LinkedIn. He has 10K plus followers on LinkedIn and will be sharing his insights and a complete roadmap on how to create content with ChatGPT, and also will give us a very simple system on how to maintain those content so that you can schedule those content. So it will be a complete system, and he will show you how to use AI to systemize and to automate your content system. So that's about Abhishek, and I will give it over to Abhishek. And yeah, it is going to be an awesome session, and thank you for joining in.
So yeah, first of all, I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
okay, so as Rishita told you, it will be related to how we can use ChatGPT and like we can how we can blend the ChatGPT and our LinkedIn content creation without losing our personalized touch. Okay, so before wasting your time, I will just get into the session. Okay, wait, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen first. I hope it's visible now, everyone.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, visible.
So yeah, I will basically I will divide the whole GPT and the content creation into two parts. Okay, and it will cover all the necessary things that we need for the content creation. Okay, and at last, I will provide you with a short content calendar where you can upload your topics and hooks and also maintain your content in a systemized way. Okay, so you don't have to stress out. So for the first thing, we have to create the content ideas. Okay, like we need the content topics on which we will be creating the content. So let's discuss this first. Discuss this first. Okay. At first, you need to give you need to give from when to, like, you have to give the timeline. Okay. I personally prefer a weekly timeline, and I will also suggest you to go for a weekly timeline content creation, because most of the people do their content like content experiment on a weekly basis. Okay. So I would suggest you to go for a weekly timeline. Okay, from Monday to Saturday, or maybe Monday to Sunday, or maybe Monday to Friday. It totally depends on your posting frequency, whether you are posting 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, or maybe every single day. Okay. So first of all, you need to give a brief about yourself. Who are you, and what are you doing on LinkedIn? Okay, just like I have given mine. My name is Abhishek, and I was born in India and currently living there. I am a passionate LinkedIn personal brand strategist who like to discuss educational and entertaining things. You can also give what kind of format do you prefer when it comes to writing your topics and writing your content. Okay, you are preferring short form plus formatting based writings. Okay. If you prefer the raw and authentic posts that only have some breathing space but don't follow a specific formatting, okay, then you can just leave like I'm a short form and long form writer that basically goes with a raw post kind of things. Okay, it's like a raw post without so well formatted. Okay, then you have to give your posting frequency from when you are posting. Okay, 4 times posting, 5 times posting, as I told you. So you will say I upload content 5 times a week from Monday to Friday. Okay. And next, you have to give your funnel. Like, funnel is totally depending on what are your goals. Okay. If you are new on LinkedIn, you have to build your visibility. You have to upload top of the funnel content more. Bring bring more reach to your content. Okay. To bring your visibility. That's what your goal should be. If your goal is lead generation, then you have to go with the bottom of the funnel content. So it totally depends on what kind of goals you are trying to achieve through your content. Okay. Suppose me, I upload from Monday to Friday. and I have a very stabilized goal. I don't chase so much leads, and I also don't go for like too much visibility. I prefer a balance between the both. Okay, so this is what my funnel looks like. You can see. So yeah, now comes the personalization part. I have seen that many people complain about using the chat GPT that I am losing my personal touch if I am using chat GPT for my content creation. But that's not how things work. You have to know how are you using the chat GPT. Okay. So I would suggest you to go in detail when it comes to sharing your story with GPT. Okay. As much details about your story, about your journey, you can write, you can give to chat GPT. It will be much better for creating the topics of your content. Okay, I have my story here. You can have a brief about it. Okay, I won't I won't read every single word here because yeah, it's just an example to give you how you can write your own story. Okay, for the next part, it comes down to how are you going to like basically the pillars that you are going to discuss. Okay, and what kind of content you want in your top of the funnel, your middle funnel, and your bottom funnel. Okay, you can see it here. I'm going to explain it here. To generate ideas, I want you to imagine a content matrix table. Okay, it's basically creating a table, giving a x-axis and a y-axis. Okay, x-axis will contain the content we are going to talk about, and y-axis will contain the topics. Okay, in which we are going to create the content. In the x-axis, let's first discuss the x-axis. It will contain the funnels, the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. What we are going to talk in the top of the funnel, it's basically the personal stories and the viral contents that will be related to our content pillar. Okay, we don't have to go for the fluff viral content. If we are going for it, let's make sure that we are going in our pillars. Okay, अगर हम कंटेंट्स क्रिएट कर रहे हैं वायरल कंटेंट, अगर हम वायरल टॉपिक्स वगैरह चेस कर रहे हैं, देन let's do it in our own pillar. Okay, in the y-axis we basically have our pillars. Okay, our content pillars. Just like me, I am doing the LinkedIn personal branding, community management, creating the content strategy and brand strategy, and ghost writing. So I have four pillars. If you are a designer, then you can have your designing pillars. Okay, visual strategist. If you are creating visual design strategies, then you can have a visual strategy as a pillar. You can also have the graphic designing as your pillar. Okay, it totally depends on what niche you are working in and what's your goal. Okay, so this is where we are going to end it. Okay, and next is just the basic things. Like I want to give you a content idea. It's like you are just guiding him. Okay, I want you to follow the all the pillars and all the funnels that I talked about. Okay, it's just the basic things that we are going to guide GPT. Okay, now after using this prompt, I am sure that you are going to get a weekly content topics in detail. Okay, as well as the angles that will guide your GPT to create the content in detail. Okay, so next thing comes like we have the content ideas now. Okay, we have the topics, but this time we have to create the copies from all those topics. Okay, so let's go for it. First, we have to prompt GPT like I want you to be a LinkedIn ghostwriter and write LinkedIn post on the topic that I will give you. Make sure the copy is in a authoritative and conversational tone. I would suggest you to write here your own tone of voice. Okay, what tone of voice do you prefer, and what tone of voice do you have on LinkedIn? Okay, is it funny? Is it conversational? Is it serious? Whatever it is. Okay. Next thing, I want you to add the topic here. Okay, this is where we are going to write the topics that we are going to get from the prompts. Okay, here we are going to write the topic, and in the next part, let's guide him. First comes the hook. Okay, it's basically like the hook. What kind of hook do you prefer? I will tell you. What kind of hook do you prefer? Is it one-liner hook? Is it a two-liner hooks? Okay, basically the short hooks, a hook and a sub-hook. So it totally depends on you. What kind of hooks do you prefer? Basically, I prefer the hooks in two parts. First will be the main hook, the catchy one, and the second one will be a sub-hook, which is basically a CTA that gives us a kind of FOMO to people to not scroll through the post. Okay, it's basically a FOMO giving kind of sub-hook. And yeah, it totally depends on you. You can also change it if you are going for a personal story. Let me suggest you one thing. If you are going through a personal story, if you are going to write a personal story, then I will suggest you to create a one liner hook. Okay, so you can just guide the GPT how you want your hook to be. Okay, next part is your body content. Okay, let's come to the body content part. I want you to work on it on the two parts. Okay, we are going to discuss two parts in it. If you are someone who loves to write in a raw form, okay, if you are someone who loves to write in a raw form without those pointers and sub pointers, okay, so you can use this part. I have wrote it here. Okay. If you're not going to use any pointers or sub pointers, then keep the sentences short and leave white space in each paragraph for a clean look. Okay. If you can format the post by making it look raw draft while maintaining it. Okay, it will be it. That's my fault. Okay. And the first part is about if you are going to write content while using pointers and sub pointers. Okay, then keep it short without changing its meaning. Okay. And for someone, I'm going to suggest you one thing. If you are someone who use emojis, this, till date, if you are using emojis in your content, I would suggest you to stop it. Okay. Because too much emojis are not that kind of professional, and it actually makes your post a bit unprofessional on LinkedIn. Okay. So I would suggest you to use pointers like the arrows and the down arrows that we are using for a very long time, and it actually getting used by some big influencers too. That's from where it started. But yeah, it's pretty much clean, and it gives a pretty much neat and clean look to our post, and we actually uh, format it very well, and it actually looks professional. Okay, so yeah, I will be giving you two parts. Okay, you can go with whatever you like. If you like the raw form post without any format, without any proper formatting, then you can go with the second part. And if you are someone who likes those formatting kind of posts, then you can go with the part one. Okay. Now for the next thing, if you are someone who likes those kind of formatting kind of posts, okay, then it's just something that I use because I have a few post examples that I give to GPT so that he can understand what kind of formatting I am preferring. Okay, if you want it, you can change those posts for yourself and add the ones that you like. And if you don't want it, then you can just remove it. Okay, these are the posts that I actually pasted from some big influencers just because I like their formatting. Okay. And yeah, if you don't want it, you can remove it. And if you want, you can just use the posts that you like the formatting ones. Okay. So you can use them. So the GPT will understand it much better how you want your post to be formatted. Okay. It's like giving him an example. And now for the last part. Okay. It's your CTA. Just like the hook, you have to keep it short, simple and catchy to attract readers and take actions. Okay, that's what this is why we have the CTA, right? Now I want you to keep it categorized according to the content. Now here comes the thing. If you are uploading a personal story, suppose you are writing a personal story, then there is nothing to selling your service at the in the end. Okay. You have to keep the CTA according to it. So here comes the difference. If you are uploading a personal story, then you have to keep your CTA like that. And if you are uploading a bottom of the funnel content, then you have to keep your CTA according. Okay, there you can sell. There you can sell your service. So this will help you create the difference between when you are uploading a personal story versus you are uploading a selling post. Okay. And yeah, at last you can ask your GPT if you are clearly guiding him and is he clear with everything or not. And then you can just upload it and you will get your whole content copy. I hope this is clear to everyone, right? Anyone, if you have any kind of doubts. Okay, so yeah, this is all. Okay, and yeah, at last I will give you a content calendar template. I don't have to explain it, but yeah, it's pretty simple. You can just use it to create your to store your content hooks or your content topics and write your whole content so that you will not be stressing about where all the copies and all the hooks have gone. Okay, so it's basically simple. Suppose we are creating content for 7th July. It's Saturday, so we are creating content for 7th July. When you click on this plus button, you will get sorry, you will get a page. You can write your book here. Okay, and here you get to write your content. Sorry, here you can write your content, and yeah, this will be stored here. So it's pretty simple. You can just write your hook, and below you can write your content and store here. This will help you systemize your whole content creation on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, even if you're creating content for a whole month in advance, batch scheduling it. So you can use it. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. I have finished it very quickly, I guess. If you have any kind of questions to ask, then yeah, please proceed. Hello.
हेलो.
Yeah.
हाँ अभिषेक, ये कंटेंट क्रिएटर की लिंक कहाँ से मिलेगी मुझे?
ये मैं शेयर कर दूंगा
ग्रुप में?
के साथ सूर्या के साथ मैं शेयर कर दूंगा. सूर्या सूर्या डिसाइड करेगा वो ग्रुप में जाएगा या फिर वीडियो के थ्रू जाएगा.
ओके.
वो लिंक मिल जाएगा. ओके, you guys will give have the link and you can just duplicate it for your duplicate in your own motion and use it.
The video and both the resources will be available. तो वो चिंता नहीं है. We have recorded the session, so it will be up by tomorrow on YouTube.
I guess we have completed it too fast, right?
अरे नहीं, the thing is that when we did something, okay, we conducted 50-minute sessions and we also conducted 25 to 30-minute sessions, and we saw कि जब sessions बहुत लंबा हो जाता है ना, 50 minutes हो जाता है तो लोग बीच में छोड़ देते हैं. So it's
Actually,
good that the sessions are shorter. It's easier to
sometimes
grasp everything.
sometimes it gets boring actually.
हाँ.
कि बोलते जा रहा है, but yeah, it like we are straight to the business. You are a good teacher, really.
Does anyone have
Never been
any
one.
question? Abhishek has like experience in teaching kids.
Okay, so anyone, if you have any questions related to the prompts related to the stories, related to funnels, related to topics, anything you can ask me. I will try sort it out. Yeah, I guess no one has a question.
यार इतना बहुत तेजस्वी लोग है यहाँ. एक ही बार में सब लोग समझ. ऑल्सो यू डिड वेरी गुड. सब लोग रिएक्ट करो हाउ यू लाइक द सेशन. कितना हेल्पफुल था. सो दैट वी नो. इसने बहुत मेहनत करके ही प्रिपेयर्ड एवरीथिंग राइट.
Thank you guys.
Please
ऑल्सो
give your reviews and your questions above.
या गिव योर रिव्यूज.
I don't guess
ओके.
anyone have any kind of questions.
किसी के पास क्वेश्चन है
पढ़ाया
कि
इतना अच्छा है.
हाँ पढ़ाया इतना अच्छा है. एवरीवन इज लाइक नहीं नहीं नो
Hi
क्वेश्चंस.
Abhishek. Actually, I was having one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I'm writing on LinkedIn. कुछ अच्छा time हो गया है and I'm like having 3K plus followers. And अभी तक मैंने LinkedIn पे सिर्फ अपनी personal stories and experiences ये सभी share किया था. But now, I'm thinking to dive deep into like copywriting and all. Like जैसे लोग कुछ सीख के PDF upload करते हैं. तो I'm thinking of doing the same. तो will it affect my audience or like या फिर reach कम हो सकती है or anything?
Uh, अगर आपके साथ आपने जो ऑडियंस अभी तक बिल्ड किया है, ओके, अभी उसको टेस्ट करने का आपके पास टाइम है, हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग इट इज. ओके,
Mm-hmm.
सो गो फॉर द एक्सपेरिमेंट. इवन इफ यू थिंक्स यू विल लूज सम फॉलोअर्स, it will be worth it because you will gain some new one, okay, who will be in your niche, जो आपके niche के साथ targeted रहेगा, आप उन्हें gain करोगे. Okay, so it's eventually a win-win situation for you. आपको पता भी चल जाएगा how strong your audience is, and उसके साथ साथ you will start gaining new followers.
ओके. एंड अगर दोनों चीजें अगर हम साथ में करते हैं अगर जो मैं सीख रही हूँ रिलेटेड टू मार्केटिंग आई एम पोस्टिंग दोज आल्सो एंड पर्सनल लाइफ का भी थोड़ा बहुत अपलोड हो रहा है तो सही है कि दो दो निशेस में कंटेंट बना रही हूँ तो
पर्सनल लाइफ आपका कोई niche नहीं होता है, ठीक है.
ओके.
पर्सनल लाइफ आपका कोई नीश नहीं होता है. पर्सनल लाइफस्टाइल अगर आप शेयर कर रहे हो, इट्स बेसिकली यू आर ट्राइंग टू बिल्ड अ ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन कनेक्शन, ओके,
हम्म.
एंड दोज ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन कनेक्शन विल हेल्प यू इन द कंटेंट जो आप अपने सर इसके नीश के इंडस्ट्री के रिलेटेड अपलोड करोगे. वो ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन कनेक्शन वहां पर काम आएगा आपको, ठीक है. तो पर्सनल स्टोरीज और पर्सनल जर्नी जो आप डॉक्यूमेंट कर रहे हो, इट वाज नेवर बीन अ नीश. वो किसी भी तरीके का नीश नहीं होता. आई होप इट्स क्लियर.
या ओके. थैंक यू.
Anyone,
And
if you have any
any more
questions?
questions?
I don't want to be a good teacher, guys. Please, if you have any questions, just come. I guess no one has any.
No.
You can wrap it up.
And also, please leave your reviews. Those who have attended, please leave your reviews in the community chats. क्योंकि अभिषेक ने बहुत मेहनत करके किया है. तो हाँ, please leave your reviews there. Okay, it's not an it's not a request.
Yes.
It's not a request. And this is our
Request related
first
to what?
guest
Request related to what?
related to giving reviews about the
Yeah, if you
session.
love the session, you can give it.
हाँ.
And if you
नहीं.
didn't, you can leave. If and if you didn't love the session, you can still leave the feedback. I would love to
हाँ.
improve.
let's take a picture.
Okay, let me stop the recording. बस हो गया ना?